My name is Ethan Walker. Welcome to Top 10 Emotional Comeback.
I still remember the day everything started falling apart. Back then, I really thought my life was solid, stable, safe, like nothing could touch us. My girlfriend and I met in college in Boston, one of those accidental late-night study sessions that turns into talking until sunrise. We used to sit on the library floor, sharing cheap coffee and making ridiculous plans about the future. Big apartment, stable careers, maybe a dog, simple dreams. 5 years later, we were crammed into a tiny Brooklyn apartment, chasing that so-called American dream like everyone else. She had just landed this amazing job at a digital marketing firm. Good salary, benefits, the kind of job parents brag about. And me? I was doing pretty well too, software developer at a mid-sized tech company. Nothing flashy, but steady. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours. And honestly, I was happy. Then 2025 hit like a truck. The layoffs came out of nowhere. One random Tuesday morning, HR called me into a meeting. 10 minutes later, I didn't have a job. Just like that. Security badge deactivated. Laptop wiped. Position eliminated. Corporate language for your disposable. I remember sitting on our old couch that night, trying so hard not to fall apart in front of her. It's temporary, I told her, forcing a smile. I'll find something fast. I always land on my feet. I said it like I believed it, like I wasn't terrified. But hey, before I keep going, do me a quick favor. Hit like if you've ever been blindsided by life like this and stick around till the end. And comment what city you're watching from. I want to see how far this story reaches. Because trust me, it gets insane. The months after that felt like quicksand. Every day was the same. Wake up, apply to jobs, check email, get rejected, repeat. I must have sent out 1,000 resumes. No exaggeration. Interviews went nowhere. Ghosted. Moving forward with other candidates. Overqualified. Underqualified. I watched our savings drain lower and lower. Meanwhile, she started taking on extra freelance projects to cover rent. Working until 2, sometimes 3 in the morning. And the guilt? It ate me alive. I felt useless. Like dead weight. That's when I started changing. Not on purpose. It just happened. Late nights turned into stress eating. Chips. Takeout. Pizza 3 4 times a week. Anything fast. Anything comforting. The gym stopped. Walk stopped. Everything stopped. The weight crept on slowly at first. Then all at once, my athletic build softened. My clothes got tighter. And every time I caught my reflection, I didn't recognize the guy staring back. Then the fight started. Little ones. Stupid ones. Why didn't you pay the bill? Why are the dishes still here? Can you at least clean something? Stuff that never used to matter. But when you're stressed and broke, everything becomes a war. One night, she came home exhausted after a double shift. I was on the couch watching Netflix. Not applying. Not trying. Just zoning out. You're not even trying anymore, she snapped. The words hit harder than anything. I shot up. You think I like this? I yelled. You think I enjoy feeling like a failure every day? The second I said it, I hated how desperate I sounded. She looked tired. Not angry. Just tired of me. And that scared me more than anything. Later that night, I stood in the bathroom staring at myself in the mirror. Shoulders slumped. Face heavier. Eyes empty. I didn't look like me. I looked like someone who had already given up. That's when the desperation kicked in. I started searching everywhere. LinkedIn hacks, resume gurus, career coaches, motivation channels, anything that promised hope. And then I started seeing those ads. You've seen them too. Manifest your dream life. Unlock your true potential. Success is just a mindset shift. Glossy photos, fake smiles, perfect lives. I used to laugh at that stuff. But when you're drowning, you'll grab any rope, even if it looks fake. Then one rainy Tuesday night, an email popped up, right in my inbox, like it was waiting for me. Hi, Marcus. I'm Jennifer. I help people rediscover their purpose and unlock hidden success. Complimentary consultation available. The timing felt creepy. Too perfect, like it knew exactly when I was weakest. I should have deleted it. Instead, I clicked. A chat window opened instantly. Professional, clean, legit looking. Her profile picture showed this calm woman with kind eyes and a soft smile. The first message popped up. "Welcome, Marcus. Tell me what you're struggling with." My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Then I just spilled everything. Losing my job, feeling useless, fighting with my girlfriend, weight gain, depression, stuff I hadn't even fully admitted out loud. And her reply came fast. Too fast. I sensed everything shifted around May 15th. That's when you lost your job, correct? And the weight gain started around midsummer. I froze. My heart actually skipped. Because she was right. Exactly right. "How did you know that?" I whispered. My girlfriend looked over my shoulder. "It's probably a guess," she said. But I could hear the doubt in her voice too. Jennifer replied, "It's my gift. I read energy patterns. Let me guide you." And for the first time in months, I felt something. Hope. Which, looking back, was the most dangerous part. Because that chat, that one stupid click, was the moment everything in my life started spiraling completely out of control. And what she convinced me to do next still makes me sick to think about. But that's part two. After that first chat, Jennifer became part of my daily routine. Like clockwork. Morning, afternoon, late night. My phone never stopped buzzing. At first, it felt harmless, almost comforting, like someone finally understood me, like someone actually cared whether I won or lost. And honestly, when you're rock bottom, even fake hope feels real. Her advice started small. Stupid little things. "Switch your morning coffee to chamomile tea," she messaged me one day. "Coffee carries anxious energy. Chamomile cleanses your aura." I laughed at it. Actually laughed. But then I thought, what if she's right? What if this helps? So the next morning, I dumped the coffee. Cold turkey. Started brewing this herbal tea that made our entire apartment smell like a spa. My girlfriend wrinkled her nose. "Since when do you drink grandma tea?" "Just trying something new," I said. Then came, "Wear blue every Tuesday." Blue attracts confidence and opportunity. So every Tuesday, like some kind of ritual, I wore this old blue button-up from the back of the closet. Did I feel stupid? Yeah. But every time I did it, I felt like maybe, just maybe, something good would happen. Then it got weird. Like really weird. Avoid mirrors after 8 p.m. Mirrors reflect negative self-perception at night. Cover them. I should have stopped right there. Any sane person would. But instead, every night, I drape a towel over our bathroom mirror. My girlfriend walked in once and jumped. "Jesus, Marcus, what is this? Are we summoning demons now?" "It's just something I'm trying," I muttered. Even I hated how crazy it sounded. Then Jennifer told me, "Find a stone, paint it red, carry it with you. It will ground your life force." So yeah, I actually did it. Went to the park, picked up a smooth little pebble, painted it red with her nail polish. Her favorite shade, too. She got annoyed. "You used my polish for a rock." "It's not just a rock," I said. And even as the words came out, I realized how insane I sounded. But I still carried it everywhere, rubbing it in my pocket like some kind of lucky charm. Then came the one that really crossed the line. Before eating, whisper "I am worthy" 3 times. It programs your food with intention. So every meal, I bow my head, whispered it 3 times. Every time, "I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy." One night, she set a plate of pasta down and just stared at me. "What are you doing?" "Affirmations," I mumbled. She blinked. "Marcus, that's really weird." And yeah, it was. But by then I was too deep in. Weeks passed. And here's the messed up part. I started convincing myself it was working. I got one interview. Just one. Didn't even get the job. But somehow my brain went, "Jennifer did this." That's how desperate I was. I messaged her, "You're changing my life. You're my miracle." God, even typing that now makes me cringe. Meanwhile, my girlfriend started noticing. My phone buzzing constantly. Me disappearing into the bedroom to chat. Closing the door. Guarding my screen. Like I was hiding an affair. Except worse. Because instead of another woman, it was a stranger in my head. One afternoon, she walked up behind me while I was texting Jennifer at the kitchen table. She read the messages. All of them. The rituals. The rules. The energy cleansing stuff. She grabbed my phone. "Marcus, this is insane." Her voice wasn't angry. It was scared. "These life coaches? Psychic energy readings? It's pseudoscience." They prey on people when they're vulnerable. This is how scams work. She's helping me. I snapped. Helping you? She told you not to wear brown shoes because they trap negative frequencies. You're smarter than this. That one hit hard, because deep down, I knew she was right, but I didn't want her to be, because if Jennifer wasn't real, then I was alone again, and I couldn't handle that. So instead, I got defensive. She believes in me more than you do. The second I said it, I saw her face drop, like I'd slapped her, but I still stormed off and locked myself in the bedroom, like a child. That night, I vented to Jennifer, told her everything. My girlfriend thinks you're fake. She keeps criticizing this. She doesn't get it. There was a long pause. Then Jennifer replied, and this message, this is the one that poisoned everything. Ah, she wrote, I see the problem now. Your girlfriend's energy is heavy, dark. She's blocking your blessings. My stomach tightened. What? She's creating resistance around you. That's why you feel stuck. Why opportunities collapse. Why your health declined. No, that didn't make sense. She may even be subconsciously manifesting your failures. My heart started pounding. She loves you, Jennifer continued, but her negativity anchors you to the wrong timeline. Wrong timeline? It sounded insane, but she kept talking like it was science, like destiny, like fate. And the scariest part? It started making sense in my exhausted brain. Because when you're desperate, you look for someone to blame. And suddenly, Jennifer handed me one. She might be the reason you lost your job, Jennifer wrote. That's when my chest felt tight. No, I typed back fast. She's been supporting me, working extra hours for us. I know it's hard to accept, Jennifer said, but sometimes the people closest to us are our greatest energetic blocks. Then she dropped the bomb. To unlock your future, you must separate from her. My hands froze. Break up? After everything? After 5 years? She was my anchor, my home, my best friend. I can't. I typed. There has to be another way. The typing bubble blinked. Stopped. Started again. Minutes passed. Finally, there is an alternative, but it requires commitment. Anything, I wrote instantly. I didn't even hesitate. God, I wish I had. $5,000, she said, for a full energy cleansing and behavioral reset process. If you follow my instructions exactly, we can purge her negative influence and rebuild her into someone aligned with your success. $5,000. We didn't even have 500, but somehow my brain still went. Maybe I can borrow it. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe this fixes everything. I stared at the screen, heart racing, hands shaking, and I typed, okay, what do I need to do? And what she told me next still makes me feel sick, because that's when this stopped being weird and started becoming dangerous, really dangerous. And trust me, part 3 is where everything crosses a line I never thought I'd cross. Jennifer's next message didn't come as advice. It came as a list, numbered, detailed, clinical, like instructions from a manual. I didn't find it by choice. She found it, by accident, and I wished to God she hadn't. I was sitting at the kitchen table, phone in my hand, heart racing. Jennifer had said there was an alternative, something that could fix everything, something that didn't require breaking up. So when the message finally came through, I opened it immediately and started reading. Step 1. You must restrain your girlfriend securely for 30 days. My brain stalled. Rest or what? Use soft rope to avoid leaving marks. Keep her immobilized in a quiet room. Isolation prevents her negative energy from spreading. My chest tightened. This felt wrong, really wrong, but I kept reading. Feed her only vegetable soup 3 times daily. This detoxifies the soul. Shave all her hair. Head, eyebrows, body hair. Symbolizes rebirth. Daily salt baths while chanting renew and release 7 times. Complete obedience is essential for transformation. My hands started shaking. Every normal, rational part of me screamed, this is abuse. This is insane. This is criminal. But then another voice whispered, what if she's right? What if this fixes everything? What if this is why nothing works? That's what desperation does. It hijacks your brain, makes the impossible sound logical, makes evil sound like help. Jennifer sent one last message. This will purge her negative influence and rebuild her into someone aligned with your success. Rebuild her like she was broken, like she was a project, not a person, not the woman who worked double shifts for me, not the one who stayed up late paying our bills. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. I hate admitting this. I really do, but I need to be honest. For a split second, I considered it. Just a split second. Because I was that lost. That stupid. That desperate for someone to tell me what to do. So I typed, okay, if this saves us, what exactly do I need to? And that's when I heard her voice behind me. Marcus. Soft. Confused. Too calm. The kind of calm that means something's wrong. Really wrong. I turned. She was standing right behind my chair. She'd been there long enough. Long enough to read everything. Every word. Every instruction. Every sick, twisted detail. Her face wasn't angry at first. It was hurt. Like I just stabbed her. Then it changed. To disbelief. Then rage. Tell me, she said quietly, that this isn't what it looks like. My mouth opened. Nothing came out. Because what could I even say? Oh, hey, babe. Don't worry. I was only considering kidnapping you for spiritual reasons. There's no explanation for that. No defense. Marcus, her voice cracked. Were you actually going to do this? It's not. She said it would help. Help? She exploded. She grabbed my phone and read it again like she couldn't believe it. Tie me up, shave my head, lock me in a room for a month. People don't usually yell like that. Not real yelling. This was raw, animal, like betrayal ripping straight out of her chest. You think I'm some broken thing you need to fix? She shouted. No, that's not what I meant. You were literally agreeing to imprison me. I wasn't going to actually, but even I didn't believe that. Because 5 minutes earlier, I might have, and she saw it in my face. That hesitation, that doubt, and that's what killed us. I've been killing myself working for us, she said, voice shaking. Taking extra jobs, losing sleep, supporting you. And this is what you do. You believe some internet stranger over me. It's not like that. It is exactly like that. Silence filled the apartment. Heavy, suffocating. You need help, she said finally. Quieter now, almost whispering. Not a life coach. Not magic energy crap. Real help. I stepped toward her. Wait, we could talk about this. She backed away like I was dangerous. Like I might actually hurt her. And that look? That look broke something inside me. Because for the first time ever, she was scared of me. I can't stay here, she said. She grabbed her coat, her keys, her bag. Please don't do this, I begged. But she was already at the door. I don't even recognize you anymore, Marcus. And then she said the words that still echo in my head. I don't feel safe with you. Door slam. So loud it shook the walls. And just like that, she was gone. The apartment went dead quiet. No TV, no talking, no footsteps. Just me, standing there, bleeding a little from where she'd shoved me away in the chaos. Heart pounding, staring at my phone. Jennifer's chat window was still open. A new message popped up. Everything okay, Marcus? My hands felt numb. I typed. She left. She saw the plan. Her reply came instantly. Good. This is perfect. The universe is removing obstacles from your life. Obstacles. That's what she called her. 5 years together. And Jennifer called her an obstacle. Now we can fully begin your transformation, she wrote. I'll need the $5,000 payment within 48 hours. That's when something snapped. Not emotionally. Logically. Like waking up from anesthesia. Because suddenly it was obvious. Crystal clear. She didn't care about me. Didn't care about my life. Didn't care about my relationship. She just wanted money. $5,000. For what? To ruin my life? To make me hurt the only person who actually loved me? To turn me into some paranoid psycho? My stomach dropped. Because for the first time, I saw it. Not magic. Not destiny. Not energy. A scam. A predator. And I had almost let her destroy everything. But by then, it was too late. Because the damage was already done. She was gone. And I had no idea if she'd ever come back. And honestly, I didn't blame her. Not even a little. And what happened after that? That's where things get even darker. Because losing her wasn't the end. It was just the beginning of how bad this situation really got. That's part 4. I didn't sleep that night. Not even close. After she slammed the door, the apartment felt haunted. Every sound made me jump. The fridge kicking on. Cars outside. My own breathing. Because the silence wasn't peaceful. It was the kind of silence you get after something breaks that can't be fixed. Around 2 a.m., I called my friend Jake. Didn't even explain. Just said, "Can I crash at your place?" He heard something in my voice and said, "Yeah, get over here. Now." No questions. Real friends don't ask questions first. They open the door first. The second Jake saw me, he froze. "Dude, what the hell happened to you?" I must have looked wrecked. Blood dried on my shirt. Eyes red. Hands still shaking. Like I just survived a car crash. Which, honestly, I kinda had. Just not the kind with vehicles. I sat on his couch and told him everything. The life coach. The messages. The energy cleansing. The list. The restraints. The shaving. The isolation. All of it. Every disgusting detail. Jake just stared at me. Silent. Then finally, "You were going to what?" I wasn't actually going to. "Ethan," he snapped, "that's kidnapping. That's assault. That's prison time." Hearing it out loud made my stomach twist. Because when Jennifer said it, it sounded spiritual. When Jake said it, it sounded like a crime documentary. "I don't know what's wrong with me," I muttered. "There's nothing wrong with you," he said. "You got manipulated. That's what these scammers do. They isolate you, make you think everyone else is the problem. Then they control you. Control. Yeah, that word hit hard, because that's exactly what it felt like. Like my brain hadn't even been mine lately. I stayed at Jake's place 3 days. Didn't go home. Didn't eat much. Barely slept. Just stare at the ceiling, replaying everything. Her face when she said she didn't feel safe with me. God, that part killed me. Not anger. Not yelling. Fear. She was scared of me. And I earned that. I called her. 40 times. Maybe more. Texted paragraphs. Apologies. Explanations. Promises. Nothing. By day 2. Blocked. And honestly, I didn't blame her. If someone I loved even considered doing that to me, I'd run too. On the 4th day, Jake drove me back to the apartment. I needed clothes. Needed my stuff. Needed closure, I guess. But the second I opened the door, I knew. She'd already been there. Her side of the closet, empty. Bathroom shelf, cleared. Pictures gone. All the little things that made the place feel like us, missing. It looked like a staged apartment. Cold. Temporary. Like she'd erased herself. Like she'd erased me. On the kitchen counter sat my spare key. And a note. 3 lines. That was it. "I hope you get help. I hope you figure things out. But I can't be part of this anymore." No insults. No screaming. Which somehow hurt more. Because it wasn't hate. It was final. 2 weeks later, reality punched me in the face. I checked my bank account. The transfers. All the sessions. All the energy consultations. All the priority upgrades. $2,000. Gone. Money I didn't even have. I'd borrowed some of it from my parents with lies I'm still ashamed of. And Jennifer? Her account was deleted. Profile gone. Vanished. Like she never existed. That's when it finally hit me. There was never any magic. No cosmic insight. No spiritual guidance. Just a scammer with copy-paste psychology tricks and a payment link. And I almost destroyed my entire life for her. So I did the only sane thing left. I reported everything. Then I booked therapy. Real therapy. Licensed. Office with diplomas on the wall. Not crystals and fake affirmations. First session, the therapist said something I'll never forget. "Manipulation doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you were vulnerable." That sentence messed me up, because I've been calling myself an idiot for weeks. But vulnerable? Yeah, that was accurate. I was drowning. And Jennifer showed up pretending to be a life raft. Turns out she was an anchor. Months passed. I got a new job. Started working out. Started rebuilding friendships I'd ignored. Slowly, things stabilized. Not magically. Not overnight. Just normal progress. The boring, healthy kind. Which honestly, feels better than miracles. Through mutual friends, I heard she was doing okay too. New apartment. New job. Painting again. Seeing someone stable. Someone safe. And weirdly, that made me happy. Because she deserved safe. After what I almost became, safe was the least she deserved. I never tried contacting her again. Some apologies don't deserve an audience. Sometimes the best thing you can give someone is distance. If you're watching this and thinking, "Man, I never fall for something like that. I used to say the same thing. Until I did. These people don't target strong, happy, clear-headed people. They wait until you're exhausted, lonely, desperate. Then they promise miracles and ask for money and slowly separate you from everyone who loves you. That's not coaching. That's grooming. So if someone tells you, only I understand you, your loved ones are the problem, trust me over everyone else. Run. Seriously, run. Because I almost lost everything. And honestly, I'm lucky all I lost was her. It could have been so much worse. And what happened after therapy, and the message I never expected to receive months later. That's part 5. A year and a half after everything blew up with Lily, my life looked completely different. Different city, different job, different mindset, honestly, different person. I was living in a bright apartment in Astoria with a roommate I actually got along with, working construction during the day, sleeping better at night than I had in years. No fake coaches, no energy readings, no whispering affirmations to my food like an idiot. Just reality. Simple, quiet, stable, and for the first time in a long time, peaceful. I'd also started seeing someone. Her name was Maya. Kind eyes, dry sense of humor. The type of person who says exactly what she means and never plays mind games. Being with her felt safe. Not intense, not dramatic, just safe. Which, after everything, was exactly what I needed. Then one random Thursday night, while we were halfway through a movie, my phone buzzed. Friend request. One name. And my stomach dropped so fast it actually hurt. Lily Thompson. I just stared at it, thumb hovering over the screen, heart pounding like I'd been caught doing something wrong. Accept? Ignore? Block? After everything I almost did to her, did I even deserve to see her name again? Curiosity won. It always does. I opened her profile. She looked good, healthier, happier. There was this light in her eyes I hadn't seen near the end with me. Her picture showed art classes, friends, coffee shops, little everyday moments. The kind of life she always deserved. The kind I almost destroyed. Her bio was simple. Design, painting, protect your peace. That last line hit me like a brick. Because, yeah, she protected her peace. By leaving me. Before I could overthink it, I accepted. Immediately, a message popped up. Hey, I wasn't sure you'd accept. Can we talk for a few minutes? Polite, careful, guarded, like someone approaching a stray dog that might bite. And God, I hated that I was the reason she had to be careful. Maya noticed my face change. She muted the TV. Everything okay? It's my ex, I said quietly. The one I told you about. She nodded. No jealousy. No suspicion. Just calm. Do you want to talk to her? I think I do. Then talk. I'm right here. That's what healthy support looks like, by the way. Not control. Not fear. Just trust. So I typed. Yeah, we can talk. Just a conversation. We ended up talking for 3 hours. 3 hours that felt like therapy and closure rolled into one. I owe you the biggest apology of my life, I wrote. What I almost did to you, I can't even think about it without feeling sick. She responded after a minute. I appreciate you saying that. Not warm, not cold, just honest. I was planning something unforgivable, I continued. There's no excuse for it. I don't care how manipulated I was. I crossed a line that should never even exist. You were in a dark place, she said. Still not an excuse. And I meant that. She asked what happened after she left. So I told her. Everything. How I sent Jennifer the $2,000 like an idiot. How she immediately asked for more. How losing Lily cracked the spell. How I reread the messages, and suddenly they sounded insane instead of spiritual. How I Googled life coach scams and found hundreds of stories exactly like mine. Same scripts, same manipulation, same money requests, different names. I felt stupid. I typed. Like embarrassingly stupid. You weren't stupid, she wrote back. You were vulnerable. Funny. My therapist said the exact same thing. I told her about therapy, the support groups, the people who'd lost marriages, homes, life savings. One guy who sold his house because his guru said possessions blocked enlightenment. We both just sat there for a while after that. Because it's terrifying how easy it is to fall. I volunteer now, I told her. I talk to people about scams, red flags, manipulation tactics. If my story helps one person walk away sooner, it's worth the embarrassment. That's actually really brave, she said. And hearing that from her meant more than anything. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I wrote. And I'm definitely not asking for another chance. I just wanted you to know I'm trying to be better. For real this time. I know, she replied. And I'm glad you're doing better. I looked over at Maya, curled up next to me with a blanket, pretending not to listen, but clearly giving me space. And I realized something. This is what healthy love feels like. No fear, no chaos, no manipulation. Just two people choosing each other calmly. Every day, I'm happy, Lily typed. I'm safe. My life is good. Reading that felt like exhaling after holding my breath for a year and a half. Because safety was all I ever wanted for her, even when I almost became the reason she wasn't. Good, I wrote back. You deserve that more than anyone. We said goodbye. No drama. No promises. No, let's stay friends. Just closure. Clean. Final. Adult. When I put my phone down, Maya squeezed my hand. How do you feel? I thought about it. Really thought about it. Lighter, I said. Like that chapter finally closed. She smiled. Good. You deserve peace too. Looking back now, I barely recognize the guy I used to be. The desperate one. The gullible one. The one whispering affirmations to soup and covering mirrors with towels. It feels like watching someone else's life. But here's the scary part. It wasn't someone else. It was me, which means it could be anyone. Anyone can fall when they're tired enough, lonely enough, hurting enough. That's how predators work. They don't target strength. They target cracks. And then they pretend to be the cure. So if someone ever tells you, only I understand you, your loved ones are blocking your success. Send money and trust me blindly. Run. Immediately. No explanation. Just run. And if you're watching someone you love fall into something like that, protect yourself first. You can't save someone by drowning with them. I learned that the hard way. She learned it the smart way. She left. And honestly, leaving probably saved both of us. If the story helped you or reminded you of someone you know, drop a comment. Share it. Talk about it. These scams survive in silence. Stories break that silence. I'm Ethan. I almost ruined my life because I trusted the wrong voice. But I got out. And if you're stuck in something similar, you can get out too. Choose clarity. Choose boundaries. Choose people who don't ask you to abandon everyone else. Most importantly, choose yourself. And yeah, subscribe if you want more real stories like this. Because sometimes hearing someone else's mistake is exactly what saves you from making your own.